wide right turn. That's going to put him, yep, onto the southbound side of the freeway here. So looking for a little bit of empty roadway, decided to take the freeway entrance, and LAPD continuing the pursuit onto the 101 freeway. We are now southbound on the 101 freeway. As I look down the road, the freeway is pretty wide open for him. A few cars up ahead, but I predict he will just weave right through them. LAPD with 2 units right behind him. Resources are very scarce right now, as you can imagine, and the airship is maintaining a visual and even providing some light for those officers so they don't lose them. So we will continue this pursuit southbound back towards Echo Park, and we'll see how long they decide to take this. I think they're going to keep up with them for quite a while. Again, the charge is the want, I should say, is assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, doing about 100 miles per hour now, stepping on it and really accelerating. And now that he's on the freeway and taking advantage of that those empty freeway lanes all the way on the left there, really picking up steam, and LAPD doing their best to keep up with him. I can tell you that there are another pair of officers that appear to be engaging in the pursuit as well. He originally had 1, then 2. Now it looks like a couple of others, aside from that primary unit and the secondary unit. Looks like there's a couple of other LAPD units that are about to get involved here, keeping their space, but at these speeds, it's going to be a little bit tougher, but slowing down a little bit, still under 100 miles per hour now. Getting back over to the right, all the way over to the right, maybe showing signs of exiting here. Yep. Sure enough, exiting, and that's going to put him on the 110 freeway. Did he just take the 110 exit? He did. Yeah, southbound 110. Transitioning to the southbound 110. You can tell in this shot right here, we now have that 3rd unit arriving to participate in this pursuit. Once again, doing about 100 miles per hour southbound on the 110 freeway through downtown LA. We've made our way from Silver Lake all the way back up to Hollywood, where he was originally picked up. I think that's where they started the pursuit. Now they're all the way back down in the downtown slot, right down past Wilshire, coming up on Wilshire, I should say, southbound on the 110 freeway. You can tell that these are not normal times by looking at the traffic in this shot right here. The 110 freeway basically empty, especially on his side, the southbound side, just wide open, and there are now 4 LAPD units in pursuit. Pursuit continuing through downtown, past the 10 freeway, just went under the 10 freeway. LAPD continuing this pursuit, maybe a 5th one joining. There's another unit now on the transition from the 10 freeway to the 110 freeway, and he may be getting involved, but regardless, now a handful of LAPD units continuing this high-speed pursuit southbound on the 110 freeway, passing Expo Park. And coming up on the USC campus, he's going southbound at a very high clip here, and it'll be interesting to see if he takes us all the way into South LA, where there may be additional resources to get him, but we'll see here. A few more cars. Just past Adams. Moving over to the right, Police moving over to the left. They've already attempted a spike strip to flatten his tires. That didn't work. He saw the spike over on Sunset, had plenty of time to make a wide U-turn. Getting off, it looks like Flower. If he goes straight, he's on Flower. Pulling over in towards a neighborhood just west of the 110 freeway. A residential neighborhood, still going pretty fast, about 60 miles per hour. I think that might actually lead to another entrance ramp. He may be getting back on the freeway. Nope, making a right turn into the neighborhood. Now he's on 69th Street. Coming off of Flower, 69th and Fig. Continue. Oh, almost a head-on collision there. Narrow left turn, took it way too sharp, and there was a car approaching that intersection. Almost a head-on collision, and the driving is starting to really worry me as he was doing really fast speeds, now picking up the pace on these surface streets. He was doing 100 miles per hour on the freeway, and LAPD now forced to follow him into oncoming lanes of traffic there, and now under the 110 freeway, back on the east side, continuing now eastbound on Florence Avenue. Eastbound Florence, this white Chevy Suburban picking up the pace now, 74 miles per hour, eastbound on Florence. Again, this driver wanted for assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. Not clear what weapon that was, whether it was the vehicle itself that he may have tried to run over an officer, or maybe he actually is carrying a weapon. But again, blowing through these intersections, had the green light there, continuing eastbound on Florence Avenue. LAPD keeping up with him for now. We saw there were at least 4 or 5 when we got off the 110 freeway right behind him. Looks like they've fallen back a little bit, and they may even peel off and just leave it to the primary and maybe a secondary unit to catch up. But eastbound on Florence, we continue for a pursuit that started on Sunset Boulevard out of the Hollywood area, and now I believe Rampart actually was the original LAPD division to launch the pursuit, but in any event, he's been through a number of jurisdictions and now just blowing past all of this traffic, which is sparse, but enough to really cause damage. If he keeps driving like this, it's going to get ugly. If he keeps driving like this, he is going to miscalculate and get into a major crash. He is really pushing it. Now slowing down a little bit, about 60 to 70, which is well above the speed limit. But again, he's got the road basically to himself through this stretch here. We are in South LA, Compton Avenue and East 78th Street, making a right onto Compton. Coming to a stop. We're going to try and come around the building here. Looks like maybe a footbail. It's a footbail. 2 people jumping out of that white SUV. A third. 3 people. 3 people jumping out of the vehicle. And now LAPD trying to veer their officers in through this neighborhood. But this could get tricky. You can see one cop car there. They're running down an alley. The LAPD ship at least has the luxury of using that night sun to keep a light on him as he moves through these houses here. And he looks like he just jumped into somebody's house, into a backyard here. Well, go ahead. Yeah, he tried getting in that house, didn't work, and continuing for a run down the street, trying to find some place to hide. Not sure which passenger or driver this is, but you can see he's continuing to run. 3 people running. No. Were those passengers? Were those passengers? Okay, those are just two people walking. So not clear whether this is a passenger or a driver, but now LAPD able to get in position and take him down at gunpoint. He is now proned out, assuming the position on the sidewalk. This is going to be Parmalee Avenue at 78th Street. LAPD doing an excellent job of getting this guy and taking him into custody now. Unclear how long he'll stay in custody, but man, they've got their guy. Again, wanted for assault with a deadly weapon. Burglary charges pending. And LAPD air support really doing some yeoman's work there, getting those officers into position. That'll do it for him. Not clear on whether the other two people who jumped out and ran are going to face the same destiny, but at least one person in custody after a high-speed pursuit that could have been much, much worse. Very fast speeds and some wild driving, as we saw there. Now LAPD taking their man into custody. That'll do it for us up here in Air 7 HD for now. They might be. They might be. Hey there, go ahead, go ahead. Hollywood, 5 minutes. Wilcox and Hollywood Boulevard. Looting? Wilcox and Hollywood. Hey there, let's try the two-way. We are heading to that pursuit, westbound Wilshire. Copy. Beverly. No. We're going to Beverly Boulevard. Or westbound 3rd, I should say. There probably is. You think that's a pursuit? Uh, I can't tell whether you're talking to us or Newscopter, but we are on our way to the pursuit. What's the latest? Christine, that's not going to work because then I'll have programming in my ear, so that's not going to work. Put my mic up. Hey there, Christina, can you hear me on ICOM? I do. I hear you now. Crescent Drive in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Copy. Crescent and, Jesus. Yeah, still a pursuit. My God, my mind is mush right now. Santa Monica. That was a pursuit. We're going. Turn around. Copy that. Copy. We're going. 110 Freeway North. Who was over it? Oh my goodness. Oh, man. It's not you. Northbound, might be. Northbound 5 now, Christina? Or maybe it's the 101. Maybe it's this. Go ahead and. What's this on the 101, Chad? I don't think it's a pursuit. That's not it. No. Where's everybody else? You don't know. Northbound 110 still. Copy. Copy that. No, no. Yes. Yes. We're going to need to take a break, and I think you're going to want us to do it before it gets too close to the show.